Hi guys, it's Anita again. I'm here with the second journal that I've completed for my nieces. If you didn't watch the first video, they measure 4¼ by 6, and I used a couple of paper pads. I used the My Mind's Eye Everyday Flair Recollections. I think it's called Basics. I already put it up, Basics, and I used scraps that I had in my desk. The covers are corrugated cardboard. I'm sorry, corrugated cardboard, and it comes in a paper stack. There's red, blue, green, yellow. There's a bunch of colors. I'm not sure who makes it, but I just cut those down. They're in a 6x6 pad. So I cut it down, and on the cover, the letters are recollections. They're, I want to say, from earlier this year or last season. And the butterfly I cut from my silhouette. I layered some I Am Rose's flowers on there. The die cut, the photo wheel is from my silhouette, and I started to put sequins in every other spot, but it looked better with the sequins in all of them. This is a Recollections brad that I put in the middle, and another silhouette die cut. This is some fabric trim. I don't know where I got it from. I had it for a while. 2 I Am Rose's flowers, and you can kind of see there's another die cut in the back. The movie reel frame. You kind of see I used some bling that was in my stash. I used some of the little Recollection sparkles. There's one right there, and there's one hidden under the frame. So it has 1-inch binding, and the back I left plain. I didn't do anything with it, and like I said, I made them small so they can fit in their backpacks, and they're not overly embellished. I did give them each some extra things to embellish this journal, or if they want to embellish something else that they already have, they can do that with. They have stickers, so there's plenty for them to add to the book. I didn't want to overcrowd the pages and there's nowhere to put anything. It just looks super crowded. So I'm going to do a quick flip through, and they're kind of similar. I did put some differences between the two, but if you look at the first one and look at this one, you can kind of see it. And this was a file folder tab that I used to make a pocket. I think this is a Busch Gardens map, and I just glued it and cut it out. There's a tag in there that says Once Upon a Time, and that's from a cutout sheet from Hobby Lobby. And this is from my silhouette. It says the story starts here. And there's a piece of glue on there. Journaling card, and I punched it on this side, but as you can tell, I was kind of off a little bit, so I just rotated it over and punched it on the other side, and it says hello. This is a frame that I cut with the silhouette. I used one of the tags tickets. Sorry, I have a roll of these. I got them from the Scrapbook Expo, so I added one of those in there. A journaling card, and I stuck it behind the frame. You can see most of the pages are plain. And that says Smile. I cut that with my silhouette also. This is paper from Michaels. And this was a sheet that I cut down Mickey Mouse, and I folded the bottom over to make a pocket, and I stuck some tags in there, and a journaling card that I printed off with my silhouette. This is a cut from a book, and I think I have the book. Yeah, I do. This is the book, sorry about that. And I got it from the Goodwill. So I just cut pages out. It's really big for me, so I just cut pages out and use them as I need to. So, and I added it in here, folded it over because I didn't want to cut everything off. Just some notebook paper that I cut down to size. Paper from the Basics stack. And I made an envelope with the envelope punch board. I put a few of the tags in there. And this one I tried to cut it, but when I did, you can kind of see the words etched in it. It was set to copy paper, and it won't cut all the way through. So I just put it in here for journaling, and the same with this one. I'm not sure what stack this is from. And this right here is from Peachy Cheek. This is just a pocket that I made. And this one says, see the beauty in every day. And this is, they both like tennis and cheerleading. So I printed off a little bit of stuff from Pinterest that had either cheering or tennis, either one. I'll just stick it in that little pocket. And just to cut from my silhouette, it says just an everyday kind of day. And this is one of those treat bags from Michaels. And this is the one that actually cut right the second time. So I put it in here. I cut a slit at the top of the bag and I put a journaling card in there. It says things we did this summer. And I put a piece of the dyed seam binding that I made on there. A Dr. Seuss flashcard. I made a tuck spot. This is from a sheet that I got from a scrapbook store that was going out of business. And I printed this from the internet, from Pinterest. It's Serena Williams. I always believe I can beat the best, achieve the best. I always see myself in the top. And just made a tuck spot right there. I need to put some washi tape right there. And this is another piece from the mini album that I was tearing apart. And this is a pocket with a tag in it. It says spread smiles. And I covered up the back with the seam binding where the sticky part of the staple is. And the flowers are from Recollections, I believe. And I put a brad in the center of it and glued it to the envelope. Just a ticket with a tuck spot for a journaling card. This is a printable download from Pinterest. A Utah fact sheet card. More of that paper from the book that I cut up. And it says, my favorite words, look around you. Think. What are some of your favorite words and names? Write them in the pages. Save them for a story. Another one of the pockets that I had with a puzzle piece in there. A guest check. And this one I did not include a lot of this primary, I'm going to call it elementary paper, because she's older, so I only put a few sheets in there. Some graph paper. And this says create, and I cut that with my silhouette. And part of my nails, I have to redo them. And I was just over there using my paint, so I like my nail polish, but with crafting, it's not a good thing, so. This is actually a paint sample, and on the back I used the Dylusions paints, and I love the way it turned out. Because I think it said Walmart, with the Scantron on the back, and I just put True Story on the back. But I like how it came out, how it looks kind of marbled, and that's because I did not clean off my sponge brush when I dipped between the two colors. So that's a tuck spot. It says you have to believe in yourself when no one else does. That makes you a winner right there. Venus Williams. And I printed that from Pinterest. And this is another die cut with my silhouette. A page from the Charlie Brown comic book. I put that in here. In an envelope. And it has a few die cuts and journaling tags on the inside for her. The bottom piece of that page from the book. And this says life is wonderful. I did not back this one. I don't think I will. She's a little bit older, so hopefully she can read it. And this piece right here is from the Everyday Flair. My mind's eye. A piece of paper from Michaels off of the pad. And this is a bag that I folded up the corners on and glued together and made a tuck spot. Don't tell me these are stuck. This is a playing card. I forget the name of the game, but it's a quiz. Oh, this does not come up. It's just a tuck spot. And this is the back of the bag, and I just attached the other printable from here. It says, I want women to know that it's okay, that you can be whatever size you are and be beautiful inside and out. Serena Williams. And this one says, do it now, do it later. A index card. Another cutout. I still have pieces of little paper everywhere. That says Fabulous. And this paper is from notebooks that I purchased from Michaels a while ago. They were on clearance. So I just unbound the notebook, took the pages out, and reincorporated them into this journal. And that's a silhouette cut, and I really like that butterfly. And it looks good on this paper. So there's another one. And I just realized I shouldn't have done that. I don't like using the same thing back to back, but that's a butterfly. They're different, but still, I could have put it somewhere else. And this is from Michaels. I just took a few of these off of the journaling pad and paper clipped them in here for her to write on. And she can use them in this book or another book. More of that paper. This is some notebook paper that was a piece of scrap. A journaling card. It says, "My favorite." And a tuck spot. And these are some of the frames that I cut out from the silhouette. And she can put them wherever she wants to. This one says Spaz. This one has a little heart in the corner. This one says, "Oh snap." That one says Noted. This one says Crazy. This one says Snap. And this one says Friends Forever, Cheyenne and Nyla. So I wanted to put some things that she can share with her best friend in here also. And that's from the silhouette. It says Make Memories. More of the notebook paper. Cut from the silhouette. It says Today. And What Did Nia Say? This is from Tuesday Morning. I'm sure you've seen it in a couple of my journals. I'm still using them up, guys. So a photo sleeve that I forgot to bind into the journal, so I just paper clipped it into here. The paper from the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. More of that paper from the notebooks. And this one is from a paper pad. I forget who it's from, but I got this one also from Tuesday Morning. Another sheet of that writing paper. Wow. Well, I will tuck this in a pocket. More of that basics paper. Notebook paper. This is from a larger, I think it's 8 by 12 or 8.5 by 12. I just cut it down to fit in this notebook. Flashcard. More of that Michaels paper. And this one says For the Love of Books. I cut that one with my silhouette also. More of these are just the notebook papers. And this one says It's All About Me. And I cut it with my silhouette and I attached it with one of the Truly paper clips that I cut with the silhouette also. And it's on a flashcard. More of that paper. The St. Jude's Children's Hospital paper. And this is from the calendar that I got at the beginning of the year that was on clearance. And it says, Human reason needs only to will more strongly than fate, and she is fate. By Thomas Mann, a German writer. It's pretty cool. And more of that paper. Another one of our envelopes. And what happened when if you have a silhouette, you know, if you can leave the file the same and modify things. I forgot to change the name, so I ended up cutting 2 of the same envelopes, so I went ahead and stuck it in here. And there's money and journaling card, and let's see, playing card, and the center from one of the cutouts in that front in this envelope. More graph paper, an envelope, and this is also a silhouette cut, and that's actually how it cuts out. I put a journaling card in there, and I think these are from Project Life. put it back in a minute. And some glasses that I cut with my silhouette. And this is another Pinterest download. It's Life Lessons in Tennis. You can write on the inside of it. And a folded up time card. And this is the piece that came off of her sister's journal, so I just put it at the back of here. And I don't know why I can't ever do that. And this is the back of the journal. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Please comment and like my video, and have a great day. Bye, guys.